Checkmate. In a move of such elegant, digital age ruthlessness that it's left Fleet Street reeling and royal commentators scrambling to catch up. The Duchess of Sussex didn't just win a legal battle against the Daily Mail. She orchestrated a full-scale strategic ambush, turning their own greatest weapon against them. And in the quiet halls of Kensington Palace, the ripple of disappointment is reportedly palpable. This is Royal Report 24/7, where we analyze the power plays, not just the headlines. If you appreciate a masterclass in modern media warfare, this breakdown is essential. To see how the game has fundamentally changed, you need to be here. Subscribe and hit the bell. The story begins not with a lawsuit, but with a pivot. For years, the playbook was set. The tabloids, led by outlets like the Daily Mail, would publish an intrusive or defamatory story. The royal individual, through their lawyers, would issue a stern denial or, in rare cases, sue. The process was slow, expensive, and crucially, it kept the narrative on the tabloid's turf. The scandal, the allegation, the drama. Meghan Markle changed the entire battlefield. Her victory in the privacy case against Associated Newspapers was significant, but it was merely the opening gambit. The real masterstroke came in what she did with that victory. Instead of retreating into silence, she launched a preemptive, digital-first offensive. Step 1. The preemptive transparency. On her newly relaunched, sleek website, archwell.com, she didn't just post a generic thank you for the legal win. She published a powerful, personal essay titled The Anatomy of a Smear. In it, she didn't just deny falsehoods. She deconstructed the methodology of tabloid journalism. She outlined the patterns, the unnamed palace source, the recycled narratives, the weaponization of her father's family. She didn't fight the story. She exposed the machine that creates the story. She made the public, her audience, media-literate co-conspirators in seeing the strings. Step 2. Owning the narrative in real time. Simultaneously, the Archwell Foundation announced a major grant to a prominent media literacy nonprofit, specifically focused on educating young women on spotting manipulative media tactics. The message was devastatingly clear. The damage you try to inflict, I am now funding the vaccine against. She transformed her personal grievance into a global philanthropic mission, robbing the Mail of any potential poor Meghan backlash and reframing herself from victim to educator and advocate. Step 3. The full circle moment, and where Kate fits in. This is where the analysis deepens, and where royal insiders suggest a subtle but significant tension. Catherine, Princess of Wales, has perfected the art of the silent, dignified rebuttal, the powerful appearance, the meaningful jewel, the unspoken statement. It is a strategy of elevation, of rising above. Meghan's strategy is one of deconstruction, of tearing the stage down. According to sources close to the Wales household, there's a sense of disappointment, not in Meghan's legal win, but in her methodological choice. The Cambridge Way, painstakingly built by William and Catherine, is about preserving the mystique and authority of the institution by not engaging with the dirt. By so publicly dissecting the tabloid sausage-making, Meghan is seen as demystifying the entire royal media ecosystem that the monarchy has, for better or worse, relied upon for a century. She's not just beating the Mail. She's burning the playbook they all, at times, have used. The full circle moment is bitterly ironic. The very publication that hounded her, that published the private letter to her father, has now been used by her as the prime case study in her global campaign for media integrity. Their attack became her foundational evidence. She didn't just outwit them in court. She outmaneuvered them in the court of public strategy, converting their poison into her platform. For the Daily Mail, this is an existential shift. They can sue, they can appeal, but they cannot control this new paradigm. Their target has become their most effective critic, armed with a global megaphone, legal resources, and a savvy understanding of digital storytelling they simply cannot match. For the monarchy, it presents a fork in the road. Does the institution continue with the dignified, above-it-all model perfected by Catherine? Or does Meghan's aggressive, transparency-first approach represent the unavoidable future for public figures in a digital world where silence is no longer a viable option? One sister-in-law stuns with silent symbolism. The other stuns with strategic disclosure. The contrast has never been clearer. Meghan Markle didn't just win a case. She authored a new rulebook. And from Montecito, she just mailed a copy to every newsroom in London. The war for the narrative has a new general, and she's playing a completely different game. At Royal Report 24/7, we track these seismic shifts in power and perception. To understand the future of royalty in the media age, you must follow this story. Subscribe now, acknowledge the strategic genius with a like, share this analysis, and ring that bell. The headline is over. The aftermath is where the real story begins. This is Royal Report 24/7.